So, ChatGPT has recently added a new tool called Code Interpreter to its collection of plugins and add-ons. You may have already heard about this, but if not, that's because it's still in the alpha stage, which means that testing is still ongoing and a release to the public is not yet feasible. In March, OpenAI said that it will make the plugins feature available for the AI chatbot ChatGPT. Users will be able to browse the internet with the aid of different plugins thanks to the capability. The most cutting-edge yet potent ChatGPT plugin, the Code Interpreter plugin, was just made available by the firm. Both developers and non-developers may greatly benefit from the extensive range of capabilities and features that the Code Interpreter plugin offers. It frees developers from having to write lengthy, sophisticated programs and instead enables them to provide prompts and instructions in plain English. We want to show it to you and tell you about it because it is a game changer, and the things you can accomplish with it will genuinely alter many different industries all over the world because of its incredibly quick and effective data processing capabilities, which are simply mind-blowing. According to what is said, a code interpreter is an experimental model that can complete tasks by writing Python code and running it in a Jupyter notebook. You may submit any type of file and request that the model analyze it in order to create a brand new file that you can download. You may add files, analyze the information, and then download various file sizes. On the prowl as a data scientist? Simply said, the Code Interpreter is a ChatGPT plugin that offers a secure environment for running Python code. The interpreter is housed on ephemeral disk space, which means that the data is deleted after the chat session is over, and it only runs for the duration of the chat session in order to maintain security. The plugin may receive specific file uploads from the interpreter, and the outputs from the bot can be downloaded. The Code Interpreter was compared to a very eager junior programmer working at the speed of your fingerprints in the blog post announcing its release on OpenAI, which also noted that it excels at solving mathematical puzzles, converting files between different file formats, and performing data analysis and visualization. A number of Python libraries, including an OCR library and matplotlib, are also accessible on the interpreter. Internet users have tasked ChatGPT with analyzing a range of information, ranging from crime statistics in San Francisco to Netflix's program. The plugin in these apps might find patterns, sanitize the data, and additionally, the chatbot was able to provide visual representations for the generated insights, providing the data in an approachable manner. Here is an illustration of each lighthouse in the United States that was created using a straightforward CSV file with their positions. Anyone may easily instruct the Code Interpreter to produce the desired outcome rather than fumbling around with spreadsheets and difficult visualization applications. The functions and duties listed here are quite similar to those of a typical data scientist, with the exception that ChatGPT completes them far more quickly. So what does a data scientist bring to the table? It could just come down to believing the statistics for many. Not really human. The duties of a data scientist go beyond organizing and visualizing the data. An excellent data scientist understands the value of using data to create stories and the necessity of using human intuition to unearth hidden truths. Due to its lack of logical reasoning, ChatGPT's Code Interpreter is unable to perform this, while the plugin has a different set of issues: hallucinations. The bot is still built on an LLM, which is prone to hallucinations, even though it may be able to do some of the duties of a data scientist. This is what users on Hacker News had to say about some of the chatbot's visuals. Although current chatbot AIs are capable, they often frequently get crucial facts wrong. The graphic simulations also have a lot of obvious bugs, but those don't worry me as much because they are so evident. It appears that everywhere ChatGPT goes, hallucinations follow, and the Code Interpreter is no exception. However, it does appear that the visualizations produced by the Code Interpreter are the main source of these hallucinations. Additionally, the dataset used by ChatGPT has a problem with data contamination. ChatGPT's interaction with the Code Interpreter enables engaging educational activities. Users are able to ask questions, look for advice, and get detailed instructions on coding issues. For novices in particular, this interactive component makes learning to code more enjoyable and approachable. ChatGPT's language model can understand code in its context since it has been trained on a large quantity of programming language data. This contextual awareness improves its capacity to offer precise and insightful answers to questions about code, making it a trustworthy source for engineers. The Code Interpreter makes it possible for different developers to cooperate in the same environment, which promotes programming in collaboration. Because developers developers can readily share code samples, debate concepts, and work together to solve problems, this encourages fluid cooperation across geographic borders. The code interpreter has the power to completely transform the way that code is taught. It offers a dynamic and interactive learning experience that enables students to learn by doing and get immediate feedback. The model is a priceless instructional tool for budding programmers since it can communicate complicated ideas in a way that is human-like. The code interpreter increases developer productivity by decreasing the time and effort needed for code testing and debugging. It facilitates the development process streamlining, resulting in quicker iterations and the production of stronger software solutions. A variety of programming languages are supported by the code interpreter, allowing programmers to work with many languages in the same environment. Regardless of the programming language being used, this adaptability encourages cooperation and speeds up the development process. Code snippets are executed in real time by the code interpreter, giving immediate feedback and outcomes. This functionality greatly improves testing and debugging, making it easier for developers to locate and correct issues. Real-time execution speeds up iterations and boosts productivity by saving important time. ChatGPT, created by OpenAI, was initially intended to respond in a human-like manner and carry on natural language discussions. However, OpenAI started working on a project to improve ChatGPT's comprehension and interpretation of code in an effort to push the limits of its capabilities. The model developed a thorough comprehension of numerous syntaxes, libraries, and programming paradigms as a result of extensive training in programming language data. The amazing powers of a code interpreter. The code interpreter in ChatGPT has a wide range of amazing powers. First off, it can quickly analyze and understand code fragments written in a variety of computer languages, including Python, Java, JavaScript, and C++. The ability to work with various languages creates a wealth of opportunities for multilingual cooperation and the quick creation of adaptable software solutions. Second, ChatGPT may run code inside a virtual environment, giving the user immediate input and outcomes. Developers can test and debug their code more effectively thanks to real-time execution, which helps them complete their work more quickly. Thirdly, Code Interpreter supports hands-on learning activities and interactive coding courses. Users are able to ask questions, look for advice, and get detailed instructions on coding issues. Both inexperienced and seasoned programmers can benefit from the model's contextual awareness and human-like reaction capabilities. Software development implications. The software development sector will be significantly impacted by ChatGPT's code interpreter. It improves developer productivity and quickens the development lifecycle by cutting down on the time and effort needed for code testing and debugging. Programmers are given the ability to quickly discover and fix problems thanks to the real-time execution capability, which promotes quicker iterations and more durable software solutions. Additionally, the code interpreter creates fresh opportunities for group programming. With ChatGPT, several developers may communicate at once, sharing code samples, debating concepts, and working together to find solutions to issues. This component of collaboration encourages a feeling of community and makes it possible for teams to function collectively across borders. Coding education revolution. Coding education might change as a result of the release of Code Interpreter. Now aspiring programmers may explore, learn by doing, and receive fast feedback. The model is the perfect study partner because of its engaging learning environment and its aptitude for clearly articulating complicated ideas. Teachers may use ChatGPT's Code Interpreter to build interactive textbooks, dynamic coding courses, and virtual coding environments. Students may get individualized help, grow from their mistakes. It is important to utilize ChatGPT's Code Interpreter carefully to prevent harmful use of it. To stop technology from being abused or exploited, appropriate protections and moral standards must be implemented. With its revolutionary powers and promise to influence the future of programming, ChatGPT's Code Interpreter has stunned the globe since its inception. This groundbreaking technology combines code execution with natural language comprehension to provide a smooth and engaging coding experience.